Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 612. Today what we're doing is combining 16.2 strategies and things that I would change if I was redoing this, or things that I would evaluate if I was redoing this to improve my score, okay? Just because I'm a little bit ahead, which actually puts me behind as far as trying to get these videos out. Anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about is we're talking strategy for 16.2. Many people have already put this out, but I can't express how important it is to manage your toes to bar correctly and have a realistic expectation of what you can do with toes to bar, okay? I think that when we watched the announcement, we got an unrealistic expectation of what many of us could do, okay? Doing 50 toes to bar and sets while tired, well, 2 sets of 25 while tired is not manageable for many people out there, okay? So we have to think of breaking these up very early, okay? I did the mistake of doing this with 20 and 5. I won't do that for the second round, okay? When I go ahead and redo this. So we have to look at this. This is 10, 8, 7. I like descending sets. It always gives ourselves a little bit of a mental break as well. And then dropping down to 8, 5, 5, 4, 3, okay? You can even drop this down even farther. You can divide 8 into 4s and 5 into 3s and 2s, okay, if you wanted to, however that works. The idea is that you don't want to get down to singles from the beginning. If you do, that's going to chew up a lot of time. But however, you still have a lot of time there. I think what happens to everyone here when they started this is they thought that they were going to need so much additional time to get through the initial 4-minute workout. And 4 minutes is a long time to complete those 25, 50, and then 15, okay? Everyone's been doing it in around 3 minutes. So calm down. Keep your heart rate down during that period of time and go on from there. The second thing that I want to talk about is, again, has to do with toes to bar. And it's about whether when you start to fatigue or if you just want to mix up in between sets as you come down from the bar, going from a traditional grip to a mixed grip, okay? And I'm going to show that in 1 second. And then it's also going to go in combination with this, knee drive and kick, okay? So I just want to run over that really quick. I don't think anybody's going to disagree when we say the greatest way that we can do toes to bar is to keep our legs as straight as we can, as little shoulder kip as we can, really hard abdominal contraction, and straight legs all the way up to the bar, okay? So it would look something like this, okay? The thing is not everyone could do that either because they're limited by hamstring length or because they're too fatigued. So as you start to fatigue, what I really want people to understand is that we need to break up the toes to the bar into a 2-stage process, and that's knee drive and then kick, okay? So you're gonna get to a point where it's very difficult for you to get your torso inverted, okay? Or your legs inverted, and your torso is gonna wanna hang vertical. So at that time, I want you to think about driving those knees, right? Because it's easier to drive our knees upwards. It's a shorter lever, and at the very end of it, we're just gonna do a quick kick to be able to get our rep in, okay? So we get our short boom, and then boom, kick, okay? Boom, boom, kick. And yeah, it's not as efficient, but it will get you through doing these toes to bar once you're totally fatigued out, okay? Now, the last thing I want to talk about as far as strategy-wise is do everything in singles. If you guys did watch this workout, you know that even the best people in the world did 135 at singles. These are guys that have 340 to 360 to 385 pound cleans, and they're doing 135 in singles, okay? That says something. Singles are fine here for every single one of these reps, okay? Now, when you're evaluating if you already went ahead and did this and you're trying to do a better job, I want you to break this workout into 2 pieces. I want you to evaluate your first and last working set, and what I consider working set is that's the toes to bar and the double unders, okay? If you look at your toes to bar and double unders in the first set you did in a minute and the last set you did in 4 minutes, we did something wrong there. If we did that, we need to come down and we have to break up our toes to bar more often and earlier, okay? Because we want this number of this working set to be consistent. Those who were consistent scored the best over and over and over again in the gym. The second thing we want to do is evaluate the second portion of the workout, and that's the clean sets, okay? realize that we're gonna try to keep our heart rate down with the working sets, and then we're gonna allow the clean sets to kind of to do what we have to do to get to the next round, right? Whether it's you making it from the 135 to the 185 or so on from there, right? There's a time at which you're gonna have to go all out, whatever time you get to that, okay? But what I want you to do is I want you to, again, look at whatever set that you got into, okay? If it was the 135 versus the 85, I want you to evaluate those times, but not the time at which it took you to complete. I want you to look at the reps, or the time it took in between reps. And this is what we need to improve on, okay? We wanna make this number as consistent as possible, okay? So if we go ahead and we look and we started out and we did 1 second in between each rep during the first 135, but then we went to 10 seconds in between each rep at the 85, okay? What we need to do is we need to probably drop that down to 3 or 4 seconds in between each set on the 135, and so we can stay a little bit more consistent, okay? And then finally, what I really want you guys to do is look at whenever you are trying to improve on a workout, okay? Look at where you hit the wall in that workout. There's always been a spot in every single workout where somebody's been like, man, this is it, all right? I'm packing it and I'm going home. Or maybe they did actually pack it and go home. Evaluate where that was and prepare for it mentally. Understand that you have to get over that mental hurdle. And doing that will only help you succeed or be more successful on your next go around. Guys, I hope this helps you out. Till tomorrow, we are optimizing function to optimize performance.